Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, as always, I'd like to start off giving all honor and glory, infinite praise and worship to our power, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, HAQADASH. Double honors to our apostles, our elders, and bishops of great millstone who rule well, teach you in sound doctrine, strong shalom to the hopeful elect. It's your brother HAQADASH, representative GMS branch here in Cleveland, Lord willing to bring out a quick and edifying lesson through the spirit and power of YAHWAH, YAHWASHI. And I remembered Salaki, I'm trying to gather my thoughts, but I remember because yesterday I forgot what I was gonna do a lesson on, and this is the lesson dealing with something we was talking about at the live last night, and dealing with the childbirth. Let me see if I can find that real quick.
This one's taking a little bit of.
So I'm play it from here.
Crazy. Like people need it. It says, as when a woman with child in the 9th month, bringing forth her son with 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pains compares her womb. Which pains when the child cometh forth, they slack not a moment.
Right, they pick up.
Yep.
They get stronger and they hurt more the closer they get to the birth. That's what you're seeing. Like, it's going to be a lot of pain on the earth, and it's a necessary evil. You know what I'm saying? That has to come for our us to be born again. Like, we're going to have to go through this for us to receive, to be born, and so you can understand, right? This is what's required, but it's going to get tighter. Like, the squeeze is going to get tighter. We're going to feel like Yahawashi felt it, bro. He felt it, bro. He had his moment.
Hey, and if you peep that, the views and the number of likes just went down live in real time, man. They be playing with the numbers and views, man. You see, you have 3,000 subscribers and only 500 people saw the video. No, man. So just do the work. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna skip it forward. See.
Like right now, I think it was one of y'all brothers said just when you thought you was name, then something else come up and it reminds so it reminds you. You know what I'm saying? Based off how everything is laid out, he got the truth from the
ground. Yeah, because we in that time where they to be delivered.
Exactly.
So they'll give you a particular due date. We don't know the exact due date.
Right.
The Lord kept that from us.
Right.
We don't know the exact due date, but we know. You know what I'm saying? It's not at hand from what? Through, you know what I'm saying, the body language, the water,
exactly. And the body language.
Those are signs. Those are the indications, you know what I'm saying, the pain, you know what I'm saying, the excruciating pain. Because they ask you get close, because that's the contractions. How close were they? Look at the clock.
Yeah, exactly.
5 minutes. 5 minutes? Okay, that's not a push.
Get closer together.
Once they get close, that's when you know they dilated, they 10 centimeters dilated. You know what I'm saying, when the contractions right back to back. And then they don't even let up. That's how I do with contractions. It comes to a point where, if we contraction, then 1 minute you cool, and then another one comes. Strong gas contraction in their belly. And then, you know what I'm saying? But it's a time where it's just a contraction, and then none stop that motherfucker. It don't stop.
Yeah, that's very. Chick told me that, it was very, very, very painful.
That's how the trouble gonna be.
Yeah. So for the Lord to compare that to the plagues that He's sending, crazy. Birth pains have to be.
Yeah, that ain't no joke, bro. It's a hell of an analogy to use, bro, to articulate what the scriptures is, what the fuck going to happen out here.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I got another one too. What you says upon it's 1 Thessalonians 5:3. It says, "For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction come." And I want to say this because that's what Esau do things in the name of peace. That's what Esau does, man. See, but if you were listening to the prophets, you would know that the Lord set this devil up to remove peace from the earth. But everything that this devil does, he do it in the name of peace. We're going to send these off, like the nigga Trump said on that.
So, yeah, go watch this video. It was edifying through the spirit and power of YAHWASHI, YAHWASHI. Something is brewing, and so you can understand, right? So I typed in ChatGPT. I was just sitting here meditating. I was like, let me see what this Esau's AI say. And because you heard, I played our video first so that you can hear that the prophets had said this before I even typed this in. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't some, Jake be trying to find ways. Oh, he got different chat. No, bro. This is what we already was stated, and this is a new day. And I wanted to type this in just to get curious in what they say. and Lord willing, filter it through the spirit, you know, because I'm gonna get these precepts. One of them the brother Kazak pulled out, 1 Thessalonians 5:3. You got Romans 8:22 and Isaiah 66:7. We just going, and then we're gonna close out. So I'm gonna read this, you know, just something quick, because there's the similarities between. I typed in similarities of birth pains in the Bible versus birth pains of a woman. You know what I'm saying? So it says the Bible often uses birth pains or labor pains as a metaphor for intense suffering, anticipation, or the coming of something new. While a woman's physical birth pains are literal biological experience, despite the difference in nature, symbolic versus physical, there are strong. All right, so let's go down. It says similarities between biblical birth pains and a woman's labor pains. It says pain and suffering symbolizes deep distress, crisis, or divine judgment, which we already said in the video, right? That's what's coming. That's what's happening, right? We're in the labor. The world is in labor right now, you know, and the world is in labor right now. It's a lot going on, bro. You see, this is spirit. It's hot, but you know, symbolizes deep distress, crisis, or divine judgment. It says example end times, right, which we said in the video, like I said, and then it says physical labor pains, intense physical pain as the body prepares to deliver a child, and that's what's going on the earth right now. Labor pains, because we're in labor right now. The world is, because it's about to get ready. A new government is getting ready to be born. A new system is getting ready to be born on the earth. A new ruler is getting ready to be placed in the earth, right? New bodies are gonna be seen on the earth, right? A new king, a new God in a sense, because the people don't know Yahawah right now. So it's gonna be, because everybody has their own formation of God, but Yahawah, even though but he's always been, that's his name, Yahawah exists. So he was before anything. YAHAWASHI is the first and the last, the first creation, the only begotten, and he's the last, right? The first Adam and the last Adam. So, but the world don't know him because they forgot. See, I'm gonna prove that real quick, and then we're gonna continue. When you go to Psalms 9, so all these things is new. Like when you go to Revelations, matter of fact, let me get that real quick. Revelations. Let me see. I'm thinking about 21. Revelations 21 and 5. He that sat upon the horse, and he that sat upon the throne said, "Behold, I make all things new." Right? Kainos is that word in the Greek right there, meaning refreshed. So you can understand. So not literally new, like it's not a new. Yahweh's not a new God, but he's refreshed in the sense in the earth. Okay, the earth at one point in time knew the God of the Bible. They knew Yahawah. They knew of our power through his glorious, his wonders on the earth, his judgments, you know. And he said unto me, "Write, for these words are true and faithful." So, and then just to prove that, Psalms 9, I could read 16 first. The Lord is known by the judgment which he executed. So the earth knew what power really governed the earth by the judgment in which he brought forth, how he delivered his people, and so forth and so forth. You know, the judgments and the miracles, and right. It says the wicked is snared in the work of his own hands, Higgaion Salah, and he had a people set up to be examples of his glory, man, which are the Israelites, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, right? It says put them in fear, O Yahawah, that the nations may know themselves to be but men. Wait. Salakia. Where's it at? Should we turn to? Oh yeah, that's 17. I meant to keep reading. Salakia, forgive me. Psalms 9 and 17. The wicked shall be turned into hell, and all the nations that forget the Most High. So yeah, the world has forgotten true power, man. But so right now we're in labor pains, okay, and a new way is getting ready to be born into the earth, Okay, so let's go to the next one. It says, "Come suddenly and cannot be stopped." Right. 1 Thessalonians 5:3. Once labor starts, it follows a natural progression. All right, that can't be reversed. Right. That's basic. That's simple right there. That's straight to the point, which we read that in the video, man. 1 Thessalonians 5:3. This is one of the scriptures that's listed at the bottom. "For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape." Because a new, like I said, the new way is getting ready to come on the earth, and not Esau's new NWO. It's gonna be a righteous NWO. See, Esau think his system is gonna rule supreme and be immortal, and you know, but the Lord already told, as it is written, it's already written that he has an end. Jacob is the beginning. Esau is the end of the world. Jacob is the beginning. The beginning. How, we was before all of this, but it said we are the beginning because the way that's coming to the earth is the way that what the intentions of the Most High always been. But this had to be the way to get to that. Matter of fact, when you go to 2nd Esdras, what is it? I think it's 7. Let me see. Let me see. Bear with me. Let me read this first. This 2nd Esdras 7:32. "And the earth shall restore those that are asleep in her." So the earth is going to be restored after this. That's what the pain is for. The pain, anytime you clean something, like you listen to, like next time you wash your clothes, like really meditate on what's really happening when you even wash your clothes, you wash your body, or and so forth. The Lord washing your feet, and like these concepts of, or I'm not even just the washing the feet. I'm gonna say, like, I'm gonna stick to the washing of the clothes because for the context, like the agitation, the beating upon, right? That's a part of the purification. You know what I'm saying? But when you're dealing with labor, the pain is necessary. The pain is necessary for the moment after. The pain, I'm trying to make it make sense so you can understand. The pain is for the moment after, right? Once the joy comes from pain. You see, if that makes sense. Like, it comes from, so it has something happened to bring joy, right? It's much more appreciated if it's done this way, and that's what it's going to say here. But the Lord is getting ready to restore. It says, and so shall the dust those that dwell in silence, in the secret places shall deliver those souls that were committed unto them. It says, and so shall the dust those that dwell in silence, in the secret places shall deliver those souls that were committed unto them. Right. Like I said, everything is getting ready to be restored. The priest and the king, the king and the priesthood is getting ready to be set up on the earth, man. Okay, and all the kings and the judges of the earth are going to be back in their rightful places, man. Okay, they're going to be set back up. The pillars, the government of the heavens is going to be established here on earth, man. Okay, the gods are going to rule the earth again. It says, and the Most High shall appear upon the seat of judgment, and misery shall pass away, and the long suffering shall have an end. So, but it says, let me see, jump down to 43. It says, but the day of doom shall be the end of this time, and the beginning of the immortality for to come, wherein corruption is past. Intemperance is at an end, infidelity is cut off, righteousness is grown, and truth is sprung up. You see? So this is in order for the good to come, the bad had to happen first, and that's what's going on. right? A woman, when like the pain is scrutinating, if that's the right way to say that. You know what I'm saying? It's painful. You know what I'm saying? Let me see if I can find it. The pain is dealing with Jacob's trouble, man. You know, the loss of family, the loss of brothers. You know what I'm saying? The losing of things, the physical pain. Some brothers gonna be martyrs. Okay, the yo, man, the unaliveness, the deletion, that's the amount of deletion that's about to happen. You know, famine. You know, it's like shit, man. It's about to get bad. A martial law, the temptation. You know, these are a part of the pain, man. You know, and then what we're witnessing in the earth is that it's getting tighter and tighter. Like the elder said, like we were saying in the video, the closer the birth is to happening, the tighter. I mean, the worse it gets. Let me see. Man, I'm thinking about this. Second Ezra 4. If therefore, in 29, therefore, no, 28. But as concerning the things whereof thou askest me, I will tell thee, for the evil is sown, but the destruction thereof is not yet come. If therefore that which is sown be not turned upside down, and if the place wherein the evil is sown pass not away, then cannot it come that is sown with good. But I am probably thinking about 7:2. Let me see, bear with me. Let's see. I'm gonna just read the point and go back to the article for time's sake, but you could start up, you know, talking about the 5, 6, really at the top, right? I'm gonna read verse 9, 2nd Ezra 7:9. If this city, the city is the kingdom of heaven. If this city now were given unto a man for an inheritance, right, land, right, our inheritance. If he never shall pass the danger set before, how shall he receive this inheritance? You see, the Lord is proving his jury to be true. He's proving his work to be true. He said, I made this, I created this, I set this up, and I'm gonna show you that it's true. Like I'm gonna show you that what it is how I created it. You know what I'm saying? Everything that's happening on the earth is proving itself, which means it's a power behind it. The Lord is allowing these things to happen to show you that he is the power. You know what I'm saying? He's proven his existence, man. You know what I'm saying? So you can understand, you know, to be true, you know. So you can't say that Yahweh name is true. He always was. That's why everything happens the way it's happening right now. You know, the pain had to come in order for the good to come. You know, we had to fall to be perfect judges. This is how we be made perfect. We know both sides. We know good and we know evil. We know the difference between the clean and the unclean. We're not just one-sided. We know all, and that's literally a God. See, Esau and the nations, they only know one side. They have the only one way. Animals, they only have one way. But the nation of Israel are an extension of Yahawashi, and Yahawashi is extension Yahweh. So we're in the same vibration. So it allows us to not be one way, but we know both ways. We know that's what separates us. We are gods. We're gods. Gods are judges. Gods are rulers, and they make decisions for the people. You know, that's what a judge do. They dictate your future. All right. They can, you know, charge you and set you up. You know, they're above. You know, they had to have a high rank. You know, and then Lord making us, like I said, kings and priests, man. So we're gonna be joint heirs with the Lord, bro. And this is how I had to go through it too. This is what's necessary. You know. It says a sign this says signal of something new. That's what we just went into. A sign that something is about to be born of the new era, judgment, redemption. You see, that's what's happening. A new era, not Esau's tiny technology merging man with machine. It's gonna be immortal bodies for the judges, the elect of God, man. Okay, and the nation of Israel, man. That's the new era, judgment or redemption. Right. That's what these birth pains is about. All right, it's to bring on a new era. It says for physical labor pains, a sign that a new life is about to enter the world. And that's what's about to happen. The king is about to be born into the earth. Yahawashi is about to be the king of the earth, man. Right? He's about to be a nation is born, man. We're gonna be refreshed, man. You know, with the rightful king in place, man. It says intensifies over time. Trouble or spiritual upheaval grows worse before resolution or deliverance. But yeah, but relating it to the current times we're living in and what's about to happen on the earth, and just the condition in the state of Israel as a whole, man. Like, you know, but yeah, these birth pains, the time we currently in, like, it got worse and worse, and this is about to be the worst time in history, man, pursuing the book of Daniel and the book of Jeremiah, man. All right. What, Daniel 12:1, Jeremiah 30:7. So for the precepts, but it says followed by relief and joy. All right. Right. So followed by relief and joy. So that's what we was reading. Suffering leads to transformation or salvation. Pain is followed by the joy of the childbirth and a new life. And the scriptures tell you that in the Sirach. It's a forgetfulness of poverty when there's riches, something to that effect. I forget. Let me see. Sirach 11:25. In the day of prosperity, there is a forgetfulness of affliction. And in the day of affliction, there is no more remembrance of prosperity. You see? So it says in the day of prosperity, there's a forgetfulness of affliction. Is right? Because you don't remember the time of your affliction. It's like it never happened. That's what the scriptures say in Job and many other places about these things being a mist or a shadow, a vapor. It's going to pass away as a mist. Right? And in the day of affliction, there is no more remembrance of prosperity, and vice versa. Yeah, so let's read this and we can close out, because I just wanted to show different spiritual similarities between the how symbolic, because we showed one way also, like the majority of the context was the time we were in, right? Dealing with scripture talking about the birth pain, dealing with the times we were in. That's why I played the video in the beginning, but also just other ways to see how, you know, other things that can be added into the birth pains and the results of the birth pains, you know, and why it has to happen, because the world that we currently live in, all right, is wicked. You know what I'm saying? So a change has to happen. Something new has to come. All right. And that's going to be us, right? A new government, man. You know, Yahawashi, right? And the elect on down, man. Okay. All right. But these times we currently living in, it's going to get bad, man. And it's going to intensify more and more. But let's read these. It brought out St. John 16:21. Let me get there. A woman when she is in travail have sorrow, because her hour has come. But as soon as she is delivered of the child, she remembereth no more the anguish for joy that a man is born into the world. No more the anguish for the joy that a man is born into the world. That's what I just read in Sirach about. All right, it's a forgetfulness in the day of prosperity. There is forgetfulness of affliction. Verse 22, and ye now, it's like it, and ye now therefore have sorrow, but I will see you again, and your heart shall rejoice, and your joy no man take it from you. And that day ye shall ask me nothing. Verily, verily, I say unto you, whatsoever ye shall ask the Father in my name, he will give it to you. Right, so it's called Jacob's trouble. We got to go through some trouble, you know. So that's it says a woman when she is in travail have sorrow, because her hour has come. It's about to be sorrow on our nation, because remember the Lord in Revelation 12, it talk about us. The Lord brought us over here to be nourished. Jake, like we was talking about in the live yesterday. Amos, I believe the 6th chapter came out. One of my favorite scriptures talking about they don't think about the affliction of Joseph, you know, but they bathe in ivory and so forth. Yeah, the elder brought that out yesterday. The elder Tanyaya, you know, he brought that out yesterday, and damn, I forgot my train of thought, Salakia. But yeah, we brought that out yesterday. I forgot why I brought that up. But it says, damn, I hate that when that happens. Yeah, man. So let me just go back here. As we read 1 Thessalonians 5:3. Let's read Romans 8:22. Salaki for that. Man, but I forgot where I was going with that. But it's Romans 8:22. For we know that the whole creation groaneth and travaileth in pain together until now. Right? You know, just on an overall scale, man. All right, that's and they're in pain because the woman's been in labor. She the harlot has been in labor. The earth has been in labor because the last days is when she went into labor. You see, and this is in the Roman Empire when this is written, as hence the title Romans 8. For we know that the whole creation groaneth and travaileth in pain together until now. And when you go to it's been the last days when Yahawashi was on the scene. Hebrews 1 and 2 and 1. I'm gonna start at 1. The Most High, who has sundry times and in diverse manners spake in times past unto the fathers by the prophets. Right, that's how the Lord speaks. Have in these last days spoken unto us by his Son, whom he have appointed heir of all things, by whom also he made the worlds, Yahawashi. See, so it says he having these last days. The last days started when Yahawashi came on the scene, man. And this woman has been in labor. And now we're at the end. We're finally at the end, and she's having birth pains. Things happening on the earth that has never happened before. The scriptures say, let me just get to Daniel 12. What's going on? Daniel 12 and 1. And Daniel 12 and 1. At that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince which standeth for the children of thy people, and there should be a time of trouble such as never was since there was a nation even to that same time. So the time we coming in, it's like a time like never before. Okay? And at that time, thy people should be delivered, everyone that should be found written in the book. That's the deliverance. That's the birth, right? The nation of Israel, the YAHAWASHI, his government on the earth, man. This is wait, what was that? Oh yeah, because you pair that with Jeremiah chapter 30 and 7. At last, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he should be saved out of it. It says that day is great, there is none like it. There's no day like what the time we're currently going into, man. It says, meaning the suffering of the world in anticipation of renewal. Right. When a baby is born, that's a renewal of a spirit. A spirit has been reincarnated or regenerated and back unto the earth. So the righteous kingdom is getting ready to be born into the earth. All right. We're getting ready to be put back on top as kings and priests. But this time as kings and priests. Okay. Remember what they said, because we're going to be back, meaning back, when it says in Act 1, the book of Acts, chapter 1, it says, verse 6, for when they therefore will come together, they asked of him, saying, Lord, wilt thou at this time restore again the kingdom to Israel? You see? And we're going to be restored. It says in 7, it says, and he said unto them, it is not for you to know the times or the seasons which the Father hath put in his own power, but ye shall receive power after that the Holy Spirit is come upon you, and ye shall be witnesses unto me both in Jerusalem and all the Judea and Samaria and unto the utmost part of the earth. You see? So it started right now. The Holy Spirit entered into us, right? And the Lord has scattered us, and now we're witnesses unto the power of the Most High. The scattering of Israel's, you have brothers all over the earth, and we all had the same mind. That's a power right there. And now we're now we became witnesses to what we're examples, and we're witnesses unto this light, like it says in St. John 1. You see? And that's what that all came from our suffering. Like it started, we've been suffering, but it's intensifying. We're gonna go through more troubles to find, because that's the sign. We're showing you that we're at the end. We're getting ready to be restored. We just gotta go through it. We gotta just finish this last part. It's like that boss level, you know. And when a woman is pregnant, she's pregnant for 9 months. And when she's at the end, she's about to finally meet be released of this pain and meet, you know, her baby is born. The joy can come, you know. It intensifies, man. Like the elder said in the video, the contractions get harder and tighter. They get more free. They get closer together. The closer she is to deliverance, her lower parts being dilated. The closer she is to being dilated. It's like, you know what I'm saying, like that. You know, 9 to 10 centimeters, I believe. And then you go to Isaiah 66 and 7. We close out. I like it. It went longer than I wanted, but it's all good. Isaiah 66 and 6. It says, a voice of noise from the city, a voice from the temple, a voice of Yahawah that rendered recompense to his enemies. Before she travailed, she brought forth. Before her pain came, she was delivered of a man child. See, it says before she traveled, she brought forth. Before her pain came, she was delivered of a man child. Who have heard such a thing, who have seen such things? Shall the earth be made to bring forth in one day? Or shall a nation be born at once? For as soon as Zion travailed, she brought forth her children. Soon as Zion travailed, she brought forth her children. Shall I bring to the birth and not cause to bring forth? So the Lord, right? So like the Lord that we showing you that he related the times that we're coming in, right? And what needed to happen in order for us to fulfill the prophecy of us being made kings and priests in a nation that know the Most High, and, you know, a nation restored, and all these things that is promised in the future. It had to happen this way. But because it had to happen this way, you think the Lord ain't gonna allow us to fulfill that prophecy? You don't think the Lord is gonna allow us to actually get the good? He said he promised us a land flowing with milk and honey. You see, he that endure until the end, the same shall be saved. This is the promise. It's my good Father's good pleasure or good will, roughly paraphrasing, to give you the kingdom of heaven. Roughly paraphrasing, Yahawashi said that. Yo, that gotta happen, you know. But this gotta come. So the Lord, you think the Lord gonna have this happen and us not, you know? These things had to happen, but our growth and us being made what we were created to be had to go through a process of time to get to that perfected state. That's why he said, shall a nation be born at once? Right. Shall the earth be made to bring forth in one day? Right. It took 6,000 years, and the 7,000 year the Lord rested. You know, it was a process. You know, it was pain, it was fire, it was water. Like it was It was a creation being done, you know, and the Lord is creating us in a new creation, a new creature. You know, we're gonna be what is it? We're gonna be extraterrestrials, bro. We're gonna be like literal gods on the earth, like Superman. You know, way better. So it says, rejoice ye with Jerusalem and be glad with her, all ye that love her. Rejoice for her. Rejoice for joy with her, all ye that mourn for her, that ye may suck and be satisfied with the breasts of her consolations, that ye may milk out and be delighted with the abundance of her glory. But thus said the Most High, YAHWASHI, behold, I will extend peace to her like a river, and the glory of the Gentiles like a flowing stream. See, just the promise. Then shall ye suck, ye shall be born. See? It says, then shall you suck, and ye shall be born upon her sides, and be dandled upon her knees. Right? A deliverance is getting ready to happen. Right? That's a deliverance. The mom, she nourishes, she delivers a baby. Right? And we about to get ready to be born. The scriptures refer to the womb as the matrix. And this is the matrix. And we're getting ready to be born out of this place, man. Yahawashi image is getting ready to be born on the earth, right? A son is born. You know, a king. Hey, who is this young man that cried? Hey, look, man, I'm telling you, bro. Yahawashi about to make his entrance. He's literally about, it's about to get, man. But this has to happen. This pain. That's because that's what is getting ready to be delivered, man. It says, as one whom his mother comforted, so will I comfort you, and ye shall be comforted in Jerusalem. And when ye see this, your heart shall rejoice, and your bones shall flourish like a herb, and the hand of the Most High shall be known. And the hand of Yahawah shall be known toward his servants, and his indignation toward his enemies. See that? See? So, yeah. It says, summary, the metaphor of birth pains in the Bible mirrors a woman's labor in several ways. Key ways. See, it says key ways. So it says, suffering leads to new life, intensifies before release. Out of pain comes transformation or joy. You know? And that's some spiritual ways to look at the birth pains. When I type in similarities of birth pains in the Bible versus birth pains of a woman, all right, I had to word it like that so I could try to get a close enough example of what the Spirit was trying to say or convey. You know what I'm saying? Because in that video I played in the beginning, we showed you how, like, during again the times we living in, man. Okay, so Lord willing, this was edifying, because it's about to get bad out here. But listen, the scriptures again. Hey, it says, he that endure to the end, the same shall be saved, and the elect will endure unto the end, man. You know what I'm saying? So Lord willing, is edifying, like to give all honor and glory and infinite praise and worship to our power. YAHWASHI, BAHASHAM, HAQADASH. Double honor to our apostles, the great millstone, who will teach you in sound doctrine, strong shalom to the hopeful. Until next time, Shalom.